Credit cards are wonderful. A credit card can save your life without having to carry money. You enable yourself to buy something, almost anything, in the very moment you need it. If that thing happens to be an ambulance ride, it could literally save your life. But the debt that accumulates as a result of credit card purchases can weigh you down like an anchor. Because credit cards are so easy to get and easy to use, they seem harmless, even helpful. Many people use cards seasonally for vacation or holiday shopping and manage each year to pay off the seasonal debts before the next year rolls around. Just a few $1,000s of saving could eliminate hundreds of dollars wasted on interest each year. Others fare even worse. Some people are unable to stop spending when their ability to repay is reached and the debt begins to mount. Credit cards are designed to be flexible. However, they feature low minimum payments that in some cases barely cover the interest charges, with the result that a $10,000 credit card balance could theoretically take decades to repay. As a result, their flexibility becomes part of the problem. They also feature relative high interest rates. If your card has a grace period, you'll likely be paying more than 12% annual interest, provided that you have good credit. If your credit is marginal, you could easily be paying above 20%. If you make late payments, you could be paying more than 24% interest. Compare that to a mortgage or a car loan at around 4%. Credit card interest, unlike mortgage interest, is not tax deductible. This makes it effectively more expensive. If you allow your credit card issuer to tell you when you can stop spending by bumping up against your limit, you may be able to control your spending, but at a very high cost. If you could instead control your spending at a level allowed by your income support with no credit card debt, that is, if you didn't have the credit card loans on which you are paying that interest, you'd have much more money to spend. For instance, if your credit card limit is $10,000 and you keep your balance near that level, without paying it off each month, you could be paying about $200 each month for interest. That adds up to $2,400 per year. That's a lot of wasted money. Would that fund a nice vacation for your family? How about a nice Christmas? Even when you're in control, credit card debts may be taxing you painfully. If you're out of control, you're constantly applying for new cards, asking to have your limits raised, and otherwise adding to your credit card balances every single month. You may be headed for a financial cliff without realizing it. One day, there will be no more credit available and you may go right off the edge. Credit cards are wonderful devices that facilitate safe spending. Even having a source of emergency credit makes sense and is part of prudent family living. Borrowing on credit cards seasonally isn't the best way to pay for seasonal expenses. Savings is. Borrowing just a little bit more every month is painful, slow financial suicide. Step away from the cliff. Get control of your credit card debts before it gets control of you. Before you can build a plan to get completely out of debt, you need to have your debt under control. You must be able to make all of the required payments every month without borrowing on your credit cards in order to create and execute a meaningful plan to get completely out of debt. If you aren't ready, consider selling some assets to reduce your debt to the point that you're in control. Then, you can follow these 5 steps to build a plan to get completely free of debt. First, make a list of all of your debts, ranked in order of size, smallest first. Tally up the total of all the required payments. Add about 1% of your monthly income to that number. That extra bit of money we'll call your power payment. Each month, make all of the required payments on your loans and then add the power payment to your smallest loan. With the benefit of your power payment, your smallest loan will be eliminated quickly, perhaps in less than a year. With one loan paid off, add the amount that you originally had to pay on that loan to your monthly power payment. It's even bigger and more powerful now. Keep paying your bills every month, applying the power payment to whichever loan is the smallest until it's paid off completely. Then, add the original payments from the paid off loans to the power payment so that it keeps growing bigger and more powerful until all your loans are paid off. Following this plan will allow most people to be completely debt-free, including free from a mortgage, within 10 to 15 years. Over the years, as you follow this pattern, remembering not to get into any new debts, most people under 50 can expect to see their incomes grow modestly over time, allowing you to improve your lifestyle even while you're focused on eliminating debts. The sooner you choose to get out of debt, the better. If you think it is miserable having to devote so much of your income to debt payments now, imagine how liberating it will be to have no debts. What would you do if your home and your cars were completely paid off and you owed no one anything? If you find yourself wishing every month that you could save just a little bit but never seem to be able to put anything away for the future, try doing nothing for 30 days. Enlist the help of everyone in the family and for 1 month, go on a spending fast. Of course there are many, probably most things you do, that you can't stop doing, but many things you can quit altogether for 30 days. Consider going 1 month without any of the following. Movies. For 1 month, you could go without paying to see, rent, watch, view or going to a single movie. Your eyes would not fall out, your heart would not cease to beat. You could spend exactly 0 on movies for a month. Fine dining. You could easily go for a single month without eating over white linens. Most people enjoy the treat of a fine meal once in a while, some more often than others. There is nothing wrong with it, but skipping the white linen tables for a month may make quite a contribution to your savings account. Clothes. Everyone needs to buy new clothes periodically. Clothes wear out and must be replaced. Most of us, however, have plenty of clothes and can easily go without buying any new clothes for a month. While that may just serve to defer some spending, you might be surprised at how little of that month's clothing budget actually does get spent in future periods. Ask yourself whether your last clothing purchase was really to replace something worn out, or if it was just an addition to your wardrobe. Sports. For 1 month, don't pay anything to do sports. This month, no new running shoes, no new bicycle shoes, no golfing. Put it off for 30 days. Fast food. For Rob or the snootiest of us, this will be a challenge. For just 1 month, see if you can go without fast food. No single trip to the fast food joint will save much more money, but if you are like most people, you are making several trips each week. Skip them for a month. Eat at home or brown bag it when you are away from home. You will not only save a few pennies, you'll probably be healthier too. The easiest way to kick off your savings plan is to agree with the family to spend no money at all on entertainment or eating out for 30 days. Take all the money you save to the bank, you'll be amazed at how much that is. Be sure to plan lots of free activities like outings to the park, long walks, picnics, and the like so you don't get stir crazy at home. By eliminating or deferring spending for 30 days, you can give yourself a much needed kick in the savings account. You may be able to cut back $500 or $1,000 in a single month, allowing you to pay off debt and make a significant contribution to your savings account. Harness your newfound self-discipline to cut back a bit on future spending so you can contribute every month to your savings account. You'll thank yourself. That's pretty much it for today. Getting out of credit card debt usually doesn't happen immediately. If it took you a while to rack up the debt, it may take you a while to become debt-free. Just keep in mind that one of the most important things you can do is make consistent, on-time payments every month and control your spending impulse. Hope you learned something today. Thank you for checking out the video. Have a good day. See you next time.